Boom.
Walk one. Walk one. Manchester United 3. Copenhagen.
God.
Copenhagen.
Oh
4.
my God.
Pain.
My goodness. Bro.
Pain.
I think in Manchester United's case, they definitely are on the side of being the prison townhouse because we're getting fucked by V.A.R.
Y'all don't have a wife, that's for sure.
We are no wife. We didn't get fucked once. We get fucked on multiple occasions.
Do you know what they? For this exact reason, I made a little game. So let's just see the true intention. Now I know Name was a competitive nigga. I'm a competitive nigga. So what I've done is I've put in this little jar. It's either that was a red card or it wasn't a red card, and you need to tell me your reason. Regardless what you pick, blood. Regardless what you pick, I think that's the only way to make it fair.
I'm not gonna make my opinions known because that's gonna be cheating. So we're gonna see.
So pick your one, yeah. I say sniff it first. There we go. Get a good eat of that shit.
Just gonna roll it around a bit, fucking.
Open your scallop piece because I want to see what mine is so I can mentally prepare for it.
Okay.
I want to see. I'm gonna show them manually.
Okay, you're gonna show it to the camera on 3.
I'm gonna show it 3.
Wait for me, blood!
This
Jesus
can't
Christ,
unfold the page, blood. This one can't unfold the page. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh shit!
Yo, leading a blank page.
Okay.
No, it is. Hey, look. I couldn't ask for better.
Okay, so explain to me, nigga, why that. We'll include a freeze frame of it just so you can see what the fuck we're talking about.
Yes, it should be around here somewhere.
Somewhere around here,
you can find it. You can find it. Corporates. Okay, I just need so violent. Take care of that shit.
Nigga, so come tell me now why that wasn't a red card.
Okay, why I think it wasn't a red card is because I think first of all, I think it's at Maxi yellow. Because it wasn't like he challenged him. I don't feel like it was a challenge. He didn't slide tackle him for the ball, nothing like that. I think what had happened was, look, that's a common move in football. We've all played the game. We've all shielded someone off like that. We know. I know Pogba used to get in for this a lot. He used to love doing that little spin. And for that little spin, you see, you need to use that soul control. You need to use that soul control to be able to take that space and shield the ball. It's a classical football move. Older than V.A.R. itself. So for me, like him going to shield that ball, he just now stepped on his foot, which was an accident. And he stepped on his foot, not mean to do. Yes, intent. I think intent these days it's kind of lines of blood with intent. Do you know what I mean? He did step on his foot by accident. And the ref was right there, bro. And the ref didn't see anything wrong with that. The only time the ref had seen something wrong with is when the ref was called to the monitor. And they now gave the ref the freeze frame of Rashi looking like he was ready to break this bro's leg. And everything looks worse in slow motion. You could tell a completely different story, narrative, just by freezing the frame on something. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, this bro has a gun in his hand. Kanti was just passing it over to this bro. But now it looks like he's about ready to shoot this dog. Do you know what I mean? And I think that freeze frame now made the referee make a decision. He's like, okay, here's this image. What you gonna do? You know what I mean? Whereas before the ref saw it, okay, no foul, continue. Now the V.A.R. have created the situation. Here's the image. Red card or no red card. Now the ref's all fucked up. Yo, if I don't give this a red card, I'm in cactus. Look at how bad this looks. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's just where we are. These fucking V.A.R. men can create a whole story and just put it out there like, okay, and now changes the ref's mind. You know, it's not really the sporting issue or what actually happened. It's more like what they decide the information they decide to give to the ref at that time. That's why I say no red.
Okay, the reason I'm saying it's red is, ne? So I'm gonna keep it simple for y'all and give it to y'all in nigga terms. I leave the house, I go to the club with my man them blood. I did not leave the house thinking, I'm gonna fucking some little thing blood and cheat on my gal blood. Yeah. I did not think that. I got there, it was a bad little thing blood. I ended up fucking on that thing blood. I did not mean to. I didn't leave the house. I'm gonna get some pussy tonight. I didn't do that. It just happened to be that I did cheat on my girlfriend. And I think that's the exact same thing with the red blood. He didn't mean to. But he 100% stepped on that nigga's ankle. You know? And whether you freeze frame it or not, no? What have we been asking for from V.A.R? We've been asking from V.A.R to make the right call. No? We've been saying, make the right call. Don't matter how long it takes, make the right call. V.A.R, Rashford, stepped on another nigga's ankle. It started high and it ended on the ankle, on the angle of his foot. No? So whether or not there was a freeze frame of the crime or anything like that, the crime was committed. Intent doesn't matter when you've executed. I didn't mean to. Baby, I didn't leave the house saying I'm gonna fuck some little bitch, blood. Yeah. No, I didn't, but I did. That's the reality. So it's a red. It's a red because intent aside, no one wants to get sent off the field. No one besides Romero. It's a red. Whether or not V.A.R is functional in its current capacity, that could be another decision. So I would open up that debate for you. So let's again go. I am pro V.A.R. So the red is me saying V.A.R was stick. You are anti V.A.R.
Okay.
So what's your reasons that V.A.R should be removed? And I'm saying the reasons V.A.R should stay. So both of them.
Alright. So yeah, look, at the beginning V.A.R, not to make it long-winded, but at the beginning V.A.R seemed like a good thing, right? And I was with it for a while, but especially this season when I've seen so many games won and lost, right? Not by what's actually happening on the field, but by what the V.A.R's thoughts are on this particular happening, whether this ball is out, whether it's not out. Arsenal United, whether this should be pulled back, whether this is offside or not. It's okay. Before V.A.R even happened, for years we had football. Never once have we really felt like something is missing. Yes, we still had these debates, but that's what football is really about. We have debates on whether this was right, whether there was some mistakes, but now that we have V.A.R, there is still mistakes. It's just maybe more scrutinized and more pulled apart. And I just feel like these days, like games are just decided by these sentient beings that we can't see making calls to the referee.
But is that not what we asked for? Is that not what we ourselves asked for?
It's difficult to really say that. Now, I just think, you know what I think it is? Yes, that's what we asked for, but oftentimes we don't really know what we are asking for.
I think that's the gist of it. I don't think as football fans we realized what we were actually asking them for.
Yeah.
Because to go as a reason as to why V.A.R should stay, So let's go to...
Wait, before you start, one last point. Okay, so now V.A.R has been introduced. Now football is not just football. There's the football, and then there's this extra thing that now has a bearing. You can be the best team on the field, but due to the extra thing, which is V.A.R, you might not win that game. Do you know what I mean? Whether the decisions are right or wrong, you could be the best team on the field on that day, right? And one right or wrong call could change the game and you could lose, bro. And there in itself, the game is now not decided by the football itself, it's decided by the football and the V.A.R. And I think that's what I don't like. I don't like now this technology is now changing the dynamic.
That's a trash argument. That's a trash argument. So. Why is it a trash argument? Because just think about it. We wanted V.A.R. We wanted V.A.R to make the right decision. The only time you have an issue with V.A.R is when V.A.R is used against you. Yeah. Think of all the times you've been V.A.R, my lord. V.A.R has saved you from the clutches. V.A.R is giving you penalties when the game ends.
So listen to this. V.A.R saved us, and many times we didn't deserve that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's V.A.R changing the game. Think about that goal against Arsenal, bro. When the ball went against Newcastle not recently.
Against Newcastle, I'm gonna tell you straight. So let me tell you something about that Newcastle blood. Let me speak to you something about that Newcastle team. I'm gonna tell you straight, no? Arsenal and Newcastle did not deserve to win that game. If either one of them won it, you can't really be mad. You know?
And Liverpool?
Huh? No. You asked me most about the Newcastle.
But there are now multiple instances where this technology changes the outcome of the game.
So in the Liverpool game, how did the outcome change? The goal was not given.
The goal was not given.
What was the on-field decision?
The on-field decision was
Offside.
offside, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
So if V.A.R wasn't there, how's the game getting changed?
That's a good point. That is a good point. That's a good point. That's
Blood.
a good point.
That's what I'm saying. We're nitpicking now with V.A.R. We wanted a system where they are going to make sure the right result happens. No? Anything in life, you cannot get 100% accuracy. There's gonna be mistakes, and especially when there's humans involved. No? If you deep it, so imagine this is V.A.R. If you make V.A.R. child, V.A.R. This is their first. They're 3-year-old at this point. They were 1-year-old last year. No? We thought Cup was bad. They were mocking on everywhere. They couldn't hold their own fucking neck up. They were out here going.
They were just chunking all the
time.
time.
They were chunking all the time. Now they're not chunking. But now they're fucking painting cuck. They're breaking cuck.
Yeah.
They're going puss.
Yeah.
Now, I think this season would be maybe V.A.R. is now a 16-year-old child. They not do drugs. They not do drugs.
Shooting heroin in your
They not
fucking
do
dude.
drugs. And shit's a bit mad.
Yeah.
You know? But we are hoping they make it out of their drug phase and they become good citizens that contribute to society.
Yeah.
And that's all we can hope for. We can hope that these mistakes that we learn from is better, because 2 weeks ago we were saying, why isn't V.A.R. taking the right time in the Liverpool game? We're saying, why isn't V.A.R. taking the right time to check that the correct result was made?
Yeah.
Then Arsenal Newcastle come around. We take 10 minutes to review that goal. And the commentators are complaining, I don't understand why V.A.R. is taking so long. I was like, are you dumb, blood? We literally were just shouting for this 2 weeks ago. I'm saying take as long as it needs to, blood. My players get to rest a little, but you take some zest out of the game. Sometimes they can kill you, can't. But rather take your time to get the right result. And that's what I'm saying about V.A.R, blood. It's not perfect now. It might not be perfect next season, blood, but it's getting better. We're getting there, blood. We're getting there. We just need to, we're going to have to find a sweet spot with the referees and us.
Yeah.
And where we're going to be, because I'm going to tell you now, in soccer, there's going to be cuckolds against you, blood. Me, as an Arsenal fan, and I think sometimes we just put blinders on because we become like very tribal. As an Arsenal fan, I was cussing that ref for that Newcastle decision, but I was angry. But then I deeped it. I went home and I deeped it, blood. And I was like, in reality, the ball went in the back of the net. Gabriel was the push. Was the ball out? Yes or no? That didn't look like it was out. I think V.A.R. must be used to remove clear and obvious errors.
Yeah.
I don't think it needs to ref the game. I think it must be removed to be clear and obvious errors. But now, niggas are talking about, people getting second yellows, V.A.R. should check the second yellow. Yeah. That's the trip. We all got an opinion, bro.
And you know what that is now? I think V.A.R. could work, but I think the whole red card thing. I don't think red card should be given via a V.A.R. decision.
And there I will meet you. There I will meet you when I say that. V.A.R. The still frame thing, I don't like.
Yeah,
what I would say is, play the last 10 seconds of the motion. Play the last 10 seconds. So let the referee see the last 10 seconds in clear play. Show him real life. Because, blood, if I were to slow-mo me, moving my hand towards you, and you just see like your feet skit like that, means I'm going to think I clapped you in your puss.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
Yeah.
I just fucking touched you, blood. You see, things look amplified in that. So I think there I can concede that. Show us the last 10 seconds.
What do you think about this? Let's give V.A.R. the power they have. Now, okay, they can give goals, they can disallow goals, they can give penalties. So that's already an influence on the game. But let's take the ability of V.A.R. to give red cards away. Because look, yes, a penalty is one thing. Disallowing goals is one thing. But to take a player off of the field changes the game, the entire game. You could have a penalty given against you, they could score that penalty, and you could still play through that. But now if they have the ability to make it 10v11, the game is now completely changed. I think, okay, give them everything they have. Take away the red card. Take away V.A.R. The red card should only be given, the ability to give a red card should only be given to the referee on the spot, in the moment. And I think that's good enough.
And my trip is, and my argument to back that is, when last have you seen a game where there was 9 players on the field? When last before the season?
Bro,
I can't tell you one occasion in my life. I've been watching football since age
I saw it once probably. I
Probably
think
from
on
age
QPR.
6 to 8. No? I probably started there around age 6 to 8 watching football. I started like consciously watching football at about 10. And like now as an adult, I fully understand what's going on.
Yeah.
I can't think of one occasion I've seen a team with 9 men. This season I've seen it twice. We are 10 games in.
I've seen. Sorry, it was Chelsea. I seen it was Chelsea once. I
Chelsea.
said Chelsea got into it.
Got two
But
rings.
that was once ever. Once ever.
And my trip is, and then that infamous one where Mourinho told Ramos and Xavi Alonso to get sent off. I
Yeah.
remember that one.
Yeah.
But that's again a tactical decision. So clearly, because we are over scrutinizing now, no? And that's because of fan pressure. And the shit we've been saying, now VAR's between a rock and a hard place. They don't actually know what to do. So now we complain it's taking too long. Next thing you know, we're saying, oh no, the right decision isn't made. So, blood, I think also with VAR, we must accept that this is reality, blood. This is football now. This is where we are.
Yeah.
It is rough, no? But you weren't complaining last season when you got that penalty after the thing. And that's also why I'm not tripping too hard in the Newcastle thing, blood. Because we all know football balances out. Trip on this, no? I don't know if you've deep this. Arsenal have gotten the most penalties in the Premier League this season.
I haven't tripped on that. I know we've only gotten 2 penalties in
Arsenal have got the most. We've had 5 penalty takers.
That's
Arsenal have had the most penalty decisions. Yet I'm still calling it Manchester United till this day, blood. But you see how the things turn for you. Sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's really good, sometimes it's really shit.
Yeah, sometimes very good, sometimes very shit. But do you think that those VAR means view it as, okay, let's say this season you guys got the most, now next season now you guys might not get same with some penalties. Now next season they might like, nah, they got 10 last season. Let's not give them this one.
I think so.
I think that's wrong, man.
Why is that wrong?
Because it now takes away from the actual correct decision. They now have this whole thing like, oh, we did this now before, so now we must now change the right decision because of like confirmation bias, basically. From what they did
100%.
before.
I think they should 100% do that. That makes perfect sense to me.
So you think so? I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. I look, realistically, it's not gonna go.
No,
It's not gonna go.
no,
Ain't no way
no.
they're scrapping
They
VAR.
put too much money in this.
VAR might as well be created by the Glazers because it's not going anywhere.
It's
It's not going anywhere, blood. You know what I mean? So I think what can only happen now is they need to work on this shit, bro.
You know what it is, no? They need to build standard operating procedures. That's what they need to do. They need to just like get better at doing basic cuck.
Yeah.
You know, and think about it, no? It was up until that Liverpool game, no? Where up until that point, there was no verbal confirmation between VAR and the referee, no? Of stating what happens after the word check complete. They would just say check complete, and no one like actually followed up.
Yeah.
Now it's check complete. The player is onside.
Yeah.
Look at that small tweak they made, and they just changed.
And they
the
changed
world.
everything, bro. They changed everything.
Yeah.
Bro.
And I mean, if it was other before we had chlamydia, we never knew STDs. Bro.
Yeah, bro.
We
Yeah.
learn by death. We learn by failure. And I think we'll get there. We'll get there. Bro. And I just think we're being too hard on the mending.
And I do see that sometimes it's difficult, like especially like on incident like shit that actually got sent off like fucking last night, and now I'm still hurting about that. Now I'm like, don't need to take him for red cards. You know what I mean? Now I'm about it. You know what I mean?
But realistically, if you take your fan goals off Rashford, obviously had to get sent off for that, blood. He fucking stamped on it, whether he meant it or not, blood. He stamped on my G. And that's where we at in life. That's where we at.
That's where it is. That's where it is.
That's where it
we
is.
bottom of the group.
Listen,
fucking
to move away from football though, but you know, we wanna run something by y'all. This is kinda gonna be the last episode that we're gonna do.
But fear not.
Yeah.
Fear not.
We're gonna
It's
do a
not
little bit
over.
of a rebrand, a little bit of a remix.
A
Plus,
restructure.
you know, Glazer giving you some money in the summer, but like
We got a new director of football.
Exactly.
Jim Radcliffe's coming in, he's pumping some money.
He's got
Yeah.
the Cruyff ball. It's gonna be the same, but we're gonna try some new
We're
things.
gonna try some new things. We're gonna make it more open air. We're gonna talk about different shit. It's gonna be a bit more open air for those that aren't listening so football centric. You know what I mean?
We'll still do a little bit of football here and there.
Yeah,
Like if
absolutely.
there's something fun to talk about, we still bring that shit up, blood. But we're gonna move away from the reaction content. You get what I'm saying?
And if we do talk about some controversial, just please don't get us arrested. Or
don't
fucking
report
fined.
us. Like if you know us in our real lives, like don't be
we're on
a
this
dick about
journey
it.
together. Oh,
We must
don't
not
be
learn.
like that. Jesus.
Blood.
Absolutely. So yeah, let's see how you guys like it. Hopefully you guys do like it. Hit us up. We always ask you to fucking drop
No
a comment.
one comments.
Nobody talks to us.
No one talks to us.
Jesus
it's all
Christ.
funny games till we kill ourselves.
Yeah.
It's all funny games
Yeah, and then
till
what?
we kill ourselves.
And then what?
Oh, we even said it at the funeral.
Yeah, like, oh, we never knew.
We never knew.
Where were you then?
Where were you
Where were you then? You could have said in the comments, how you doing?
How you doing?
How's life
Holla
been?
at your boy,
But we
blood.
get nothing.
We
We
get
get
nothing.
nothing.
That's life.
That's
We
like,
keep you, blood.
yeah, we see you for that. We see you for,
see
but
you for
yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm excited.
I'm excited. I'm
Yeah.
pumped. You pumped.
I'm pumped.
I'm pumped. We're gonna
ready
drop
for-
some new shit. Also, we're not gonna be dropping as often.
Yeah.
But we're gonna be like a toxic boyfriend, but we're gonna drop the quantity. We're gonna up the quality. Bro.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. 100%.
But guys, it's been real.
GG's. Much love until next time.
We out.